Hello, hello. It's Joey Atlas here, exercise physiologist, host of the Fitness Whisperer podcast, and a bunch of other things too. Today, here's what I have for you. I'm coming to you from my home office gym, and I just finished a training session, so I'm done for the afternoon. And before I get into what I actually want to share, I'm going to share what might not be so obvious. I've mentioned in other videos that one of the ways I've made sticking to my fitness plan for life much easier and more natural is by removing obstacles. And one of the key ways I've done that is by putting the home gym system where I spend the most of my time, and that's at home in the office area. So what I've done is, in effect, I've cut out the commute to any kind of gym or fitness center. I've removed the possibility of weather or time being an issue. And since time is not an issue, the hour of the day or what have you, I'm able to really do my training any time of day. Doesn't matter what the weather is. And even if I'm tied to being home, if my youngest daughter is homesick from school, I can still be here doing my thing, and I have no excuses for not getting it done. Now, today, I will admit, I'm human. Every now and again, I will feel like, man, I just don't want to do it. Now, that's the superficial part of my brain saying, man, I just don't want to do it. Reality is, the other part of me, the stronger part of me, the smarter part of me will say, wait a minute, do you really mean that? Do you really mean you don't want to do this? And then when I have that conversation in here, that two-way conversation, the truth comes out. The truth is, yes, I really want to do this. I really do want to get my fitness in. And I go through all the reasons why, and then it's no contest. I want to live a good life. I want to be disease-free as much as possible. I want to delay, possibly even prevent the onset of early aging, and I want to live strong and as long as possible. So there's no contest. So I step in the zone and I do my 30 minutes. Today was training the arms, and because it's mostly body weight bands and suspension straps, a lot of the other body parts and zones also work in that training session as well, such as the core, the back muscles, etc. There's a lot of range of motion and flexibility involved. So in addition to training, strengthening, toning the arms and the shoulder joints and the other parts of the body, we get that health, wellness, and longevity working in addition to working specific body parts and body zones. So it was no contest, there was no argument, just a very simple conversation up here. Got stuff straightened out, got the session done, and we were good to go. Now, what I want to read to you is something, it's a piece, a segment of what we shared last night in our monthly studio seminar at the Sculpt to Fit studio. At least once a month we will do a special seminar. Usually they revolve around some aspect of nutrition, eating, food, sometimes beverages and alcohol. And yesterday was pretty in depth in regards to food, emotional eating, cheating, eating too much trash food, garbage food at the office and at home, and let's just call it the problem of alcohol consumption. We'll talk about that another day. I may actually even share the whole video at some point and post a link to it. But one of the things I want to share is something that all the clients in attendance said was really powerful, and I need to find a way to share this. Even though this is just a rough draft, they said it needs to be shared even in rough draft format, and then share the other renditions as I clean it up and as I expand on this, because this actually could be the basis of a book or something else. So here's what it is. This is a response to a question from a private one-on-one coaching client in taking them through the steps of reprogramming their mind for personal wellness and good lifestyle habits pointed at health, longevity, wellness, and disease prevention. we touch on the aspects of my personal journey of overcoming emotional eating and drinking. And they asked me to put into words the exact things that went on up here over the course of time to make me change from the old destructive yo-yo style up and down habits to a place of mental stability, full control, peace, harmony, and just a place of being so self-aware of how I think and what I think that allowed me to overcome everything I used to battle and not be in control of. And so they asked me to put that into words, and that was a challenge, because taking what goes on up here over the course of a few decades is really difficult. But I did the best I can in this rough draft, and so I'm going to get right into it so that I can give you the good stuff, and then I can add more after this in future follow-ups. Now, depending on where you're watching this, look above or below, and I'm going to post the link to a printable version of this so that you at least have this rough draft that you can print, use, refer to, and then we can reflect back on in the future when I do the updated version. So here we go. The exact and specific way that I beat emotional eating. And we can throw drinking into this too if you want. Disclosure. For some readers, this will be as clear as day. For others, it will be quite abstract and ambiguous. I'm attempting to explain a process that took place within me in the space between my two ears over the course of years, maybe a few decades. Did it have to take that long? No. And that's one of the main reasons I'm putting it into words here as best I can. I know that this story of reflection will help other readers shorten their time to success and help them bypass many unnecessary obstacles and potential blocks. So in my head, I wrote this letter of agreement to myself. And today, I've actually typed it out for the first time to share it with you and to also give you a printable copy to use as your own and to share with at least one person today that we can help just the same. This is the most important agreement I will ever make with myself. Today, I place highest priority on my health, not on washboard abs, not a sculpted chest or muscular arms, but on my overall well-being, my total wellness. The quality of my life and longevity with strength and vigor are my guiding lights, and my decisions, choices, actions, and habits are guided by those lights. I fully admit, I don't like the way I feel after I've eaten too much, and I don't like how I feel after I've consumed too much alcohol or sugary beverages. Although it all tastes great and feels good going down, I do not like how I feel, function, and look afterwards. I also do not like the negative impact those repeated actions and habits have on my health and well-being. I'm changing all of this from today forward. Seeing my health and medical vital stats slowly get worse every year is something I am not proud of and vow to change all of that starting today. What goes on inside my body dictates the quality of my life from this day forward. My health impacts every aspect of my life. I deserve to be in my best health, and my loved ones deserve the best of me, the strongest of me, and the most reliable version of me in their lives. It is my responsibility and mine only to ensure that I live up to my word that I am declaring officially today in this agreement. I will refer to this agreement whenever I feel the need to remind myself or share it with others for their benefit and well-being. If by some chance you're reading this right now or watching, don't let it be a waste of your time. Let it be something of significance to you, and share it forward to let it help someone else as well. I've come to realize that there are so many outside forces in our society that either blatantly or ever so subtly and insidiously take us or keep us off track and drifting in behaviors that are self-destructive and self-abusive. But since almost everyone is in this mode of living, it seems to be normal. It really isn't healthy. The evidence is clear when we just observe humans coming and going in daily life and we consider the overloaded state of our medical system. So I'm fine being abnormal. I am totally at peace being of a different mindset as opposed to the drifting crowds. I've been an emotional eater, and I will continue to be, but I will change the cause and effect of the emotions I allow to influence my actions. My desire to live in health and strength will fuel my emotions that drive my proper actions. My desire to avoid the actions that outside forces, people, or companies want me to take will fuel my emotions that drive my actions. I will employ self-awareness. I will remind myself of the pain and self-disgust I put myself through during the times of excessive and unnecessary overeating and drinking. I will remind myself of the fear and disgust of seeing my health profile get worse each year. And I will let those thoughts fuel my new mindset, my new paradigm, and my new view of my place in this world and how I will live my moments in it. So that's it for now. As I said, this is a rough draft. It's not complete. This is just the start. And I have lots more to add to this and expand on. And I look forward to sharing that all with you. So if what I read here resonates with you, triggers something in you, stirs something up inside you, wherever you can post, let me know. It could be really simple or it could be elaborate. Just let me know so that it gives me a signal that I'm on the right path in bringing something out and sharing it with you to help make a positive impact on your life and possibly others as well. So post below or above, depending on where you're watching this. Let me know. And beyond that, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your ears, your eyes, and your mind share. I'll see you again soon.